Okay. Put that there. Put that there. Get multi-chats there. Let's just move OBS over here. Boo. Okay.
I'm still here.
Okay. I'm just getting the word processor up now. Oh, let me just double check something. Oh, Carrie, say something.
What's up?
Cool. I think we're good. I think we are indeed good. Cool. Oh. Tayu, do you actually want to leave this time? Good. Dang cat. Alright, we're live. Cool. Let me just share the screen with you so we can actually... Oh, I think I'm already sharing with you. Yeah, I am. Good. Okay, Carrie, I guess I'll start.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, introducing a new character today, which I like. So let's get started. Okay, I think we're just starting on the very beginning of this chapter. Actually, you know what? I'd rather read it on this other screen, so I'm gonna move stuff around real quick. I find it way easier to read stuff on my right screen because I don't crane my neck. There we go. That's much better.
Wait, they actually got an art book for the movies already? What? But we don't have that over here. What the heck?
All right, getting started with Chapter 35, A New Rival. The
Is
group
it the
made
one that
their
you
way
were
towards
waiting?
Viridian City. The atmosphere shifted. Tall buildings towered over them, their gleaming exteriors reflecting the last rays of sunlight.
I
Spiro
can
elegantly...
hear your cat.
Yeah. Spiro elegantly soared between the structures, their graceful flight drawing the eyes of both locals and tourists alike. Woman strolled alongside the sidewalk, walking her majestic Growlithe, its fur shimmering in the evening light. I can't wait. I'm gonna run ahead to the Pokemon Center, okay? Danny said, darting off at high speed. His cousins quickly followed after him. Well, there he goes again, Talon sighed. And Polly was speechless and looked annoyed, and Polly was speechless and just looked annoyed and shrugged. It didn't take long for Danny and his cousins to find the Pokemon Center. Inside, Nurse Joy greeted them with a warm smile. Welcome, young trainers. Are your Pokemon in need of rest? She asked, her voice exuding a sense of calm and care. The Pokemon were returned to their Pokeballs, ready for healing, as the group settled into the waiting area. But as they took their seats, a murmur of discontent caught Danny's attention. Several trainers nearby were engaged in a heated discussion, their expressions a mix of frustration and awe. Viridian Gym, sorry, I got a Discord message. I'm going to check real quick. Oh, it's from you. I'll check it later, Gary.
Oh, you can check it later.
Okay, the murmur, frustration, awe. Viridian Gym is a nightmare, one trader grumbled. Curiosity getting the better of Danny. Sorry, didn't read that right. Curiosity getting the better of him. It's not Danny, it's him. Getting the better of him, Danny approached the group. That's an add-on kick. Gonna ignore that. What's going on with the Viridian Gym? He inquired, his eyes shining with eagerness. A girl turned to him, her tone a mix of excitement and dread. There's an unbeatable trainer there, she revealed, looking shaken. An unbeatable trainer? What do you mean? Danny pressed further. The girl elaborated. They use Pokemon no one has ever seen before. It's like they're from another world. The revelation sent a shiver of excitement down Danny's spine. After a brief wait, Nurse Joy emerged with a tray of freshly healed Pokeballs. That just sounds weird. I'm going to change that. Freshly healed Pokemon in their Pokeballs. It sounds like she just healed the Pokeballs. Your Pokeballs are fully healed. Your Pokemon are severely injured. Your Pokemon are all better now, she announced, handing the Pokeballs. I'll just read the rest of this page because that's kind of the last page was kind of a half page.
Oh dear.
She announced handing the balls back to the respective trainers with a kind smile. Alicia's eyes lit up as she received her Ladybuzz Pokeball, the delicate wings fluttering with joy as it materialized in front of her. She scooped up the tiny bug Pokemon, her face glowing with delight. "You're so cute!" she cooed, showering Ladybug with affection, making the Pokemon beam with happiness. Just as Alicia was bonding with her Ladybug, the entrance doors swung open once more. In rushed Polly, Talon, and Steven, their breathless arrival contrasting with the calm atmosphere of the Pokemon Center. The trio, flushed and heaving from their sprint, made their way over to the group, mixture of relief and exhaustion on their faces. Yet now Danny's Pokemon were healed. He was already headed out the door. Danny called back, "I'll see you at the gym!" before running off into the distance. Hey, it's Gabe! Hey, Gabe, welcome to the live stream! How's it going? Wait, are my emotes? Oh, give me a second. My emote program isn't open. Hold on. Gotta fix that or my character's not going to be able to emote.
No emoting!
There it is. I think I could... I was hoping I could finally get your character back in the live stream, Carrie, but OBS was...
That's okay.
My OBS on the other computer was like, your GPU isn't good enough. I'm like, well, first of all, you're a liar. Anyway.
You can do that impression better.
You're a liar! I'll see you at the gym before running off in the distance, as Alicia and Shelly followed Danny's lead. And Polly chuckled. Come on! As Steven, catching his breath, wondered, where does that kid get all his energy? So this is how he stays so thin while eating so much, Talon laughed.
Susan, feeling the weight of someone's eyes on her, quickened her pace down the quiet street after finishing her day at the gym.
And hi, Andy. Hello. Just saying hi to Andy. Go ahead.
Suddenly, a man in black materialized before her, giving her a nasty look. "You mean a man in black? What do you want?" Susan,
hey, Leah. We're getting a lot of people coming in. Keep going, Gary. Sorry.
Her voice steady despite the unease creeping over her. "You're the girlfriend of a new Team Rocket leader," the man stated. "I have to take you." The man insisted. Susan vehemently denied. "My boyfriend isn't in Team Rocket anymore."
Interrupt real quick. Hey, Andy. The time is 10 p.m. over here. Carrie's in a different time zone than me, though.
It is 10. It's 10 a.m. over here. So yeah, I'm one day faster than
you can tell big time zone difference between us. Anyway, Carrie, continue.
It's okay. Let's see. In a split-second decision, Susan released her Tangler from his Pokeball, commanding it, "Use Vine Whip!" The vines lashed out, catching the man off guard as he stumbled back, giving Susan a chance to flee. However, her escape was short-lived as she found herself surrounded by looming rocket grunts. Thinking quickly, she directed Tangler. "Use your vines to hoist us onto the fire escape." With a burst of adrenaline, she raced up the stairs, her heartbeat thundering in her ears as she sought refuge from the ominous threat that has befallen her. Man, the miscommunication is very nasty.
Yeah.
Also, did they actually become a thing though? Because she was like, "We can go on dates," but
they did, but she didn't know that he basically lied to her. He's like, "Oh, well, I'm not in Team Rocket anymore."
Well, that sucks. She's going to break up with him. The righteous thing to do is.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, a Viridian gym, a structure towering over him with an air of challenge and mystery. "I'm finally here," Danny proclaimed loudly before pushing open the grand doors. Inside the entryway greeted him with a simplistic layout, featuring an elevator, the closed door, and a young girl sitting behind a desk. She had a 3DS on her Oh, okay. She had a 3DS in her hands. Her black hair adorned with playful pink highlights. Shaped hair clips catching the light. Donned a shimmering violet dress, she exuded an aura of calm and composure.
Okay, I'm gonna voice her because she has a very specific voice. I'm gonna try to do this. Okay. Ugh. I'm here to. Danny began, only to be silenced by a gentle finger pressed against the girl's lips, signaling him to quiet down. Loud music and sound effects were billowing out of her game system, and it took more than a minute before she finally paused it and looked at him. Can I help you? The girl inquired, her monotone yet slightly her tone monotone yet slightly friendly. I'm here to challenge the trainer prodigy, Danny declared, eager to prove his worth. I don't think you're tough enough. Yeah, sorry. I don't think you're tough enough for them, the girl responded. I am tough enough.
Sorry, so it's just basically Gwen before Gwen.
Yeah, it's kind of Gwen before Gwen, yeah.
Yeah, I can do this then in that case.
Yeah.
I'm tough enough, Danny retorted, looking agitated by her words. Please, calm down. Even though my Gwen is like kind of dead inside because no thanks to Igor or Igor. How do you Ivor? It's Ivor. Ivor, it's bloody Ivor, not Igor. Yeah, please calm down. The girl advised, her demeanor cool and collected. If you can make it to the top of the gym, the prodigy and gym leader will be waiting there. The girl informed. I'll be there soon. Danny assured before he strode through the door, undeterred by the challenge ahead. As he entered the gym, the girl calmly walked over to the elevator, disappearing inside without a moment of hesitation. She's like, Are
we? It feels weird. It feels weird. It feels like we're still doing it like a page each, but we're doing it like cutting it off at the halfway through the page.
Why do I feel like the character that you were doing kind of sound like somewhere between Gwen and then Gwen and Griselle, because they're like.
Okay. You want to just finish the page so we can like get back to each doing a page?
Yeah. Danny found himself in the hallway in front of the long sheet of ice and couldn't help but wonder, what's this about? He then stepped onto the icy path, trying his best not to slip. However, to his surprise, the ice sheet beneath him began to move like a conveyor belt, thwarting his attempts to make progress. This is ridiculous! Danny exclaimed in frustration. Danny called upon his quagsire, urging it, use water again! The powerful blast of water propelled them across the ice, with Danny hanging on tightly as they reached the other side. A boy his age stood there with a pokeball in hand. Whoa, using water gun like that was an interesting idea, the boy remarked. Then he realized it was time for his first battle. I guess this is it, he acknowledged. Time for an ice battle, Danny exclaimed. The boy welcomed him to the Viridian City Gym, explaining, we use not only one type but four, rock, steel, ice, and ground. Let's battle! Throwing out Smoochum, the boy's eyes gleamed with anticipation. What's up?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, Smoochum, the Keys Pokemon, it takes everything by rubbing things up on its lips. It does so because it puts all sorts of things in its mouth. The Pokédex information rang out, shedding light onto the tiny Pokemon's peculiar habits. Looking thrilled, Danny called over his mischievous deceiver. The mischievous ghost type emerged with a graceful twirl. Deceiver, use Confuse Ray, Danny commanded. Deceiver's Confuse Ray stuck true, enveloping Smoochum in a swirling aura of confusion. Sweet kiss, the boy commanded, and Smoochum blew a magical kiss towards Deceiver, causing her to become infatuated and unable to concentrate fully. Caught off guard by the unexpected sweet kiss, Deceiver stumbled. Her movements were more erratic as the effects of confusion and infatuation intertwined. Come on, step out of it, you side wave! Danny called out, hoping to break through the dual effects clouding her judgment. The psychic waves pour towards Smoochum, swirling the mesmerizing patterns. Come on, keep it up, Smoochum! The boy encourages Pokemon, watching the intricate dance of Sideway closing in. Smoochum, despite this confusion, managed to evade the majority of side attack, only to be grazed by a portion of it. As the battle unfolded, confusion clouded both Pokemon's movements. A series of missteps led Smoochum and Deceiver accidentally colliding. Now use Icy Wing! The boy shouted. Cold gusts of wind slowed Deceiver down, breaking her out of confusion momentarily.
Get a hold of yourself, the boy tells his Smoochum. Deceiver, use Shadow Ball, Danny directed. The dark orb launched at Smoochum, who narrowly dodged the attack. In turn, the boy commanded, Smoochum, use Shadow Ball! The ball of darkness landed and caused Danny's ghost to float to the floor. As the battle unfolded, Danny commanded, let's even it up! Use Pain Split! Deceiver equalized the damage between herself and Smoochum. Good, now double team! Smoochum looked dizzy as it was surrounded by copies of Deceiver. Hey, snap out of it, the boy cried. Now's your chance. End it with Shadow Ball. Danny exclaimed. Deceiver's final Shadow Ball landed without resistance, knocking Smoochum to the ground. Darn it, the boy said, calling her back. Okay, go on to the next challenge, he added. Meanwhile, Polly, Talon, and Steven arrived at the gym, greeted by Alicia and Shelley. Looking about for her brother, Polly inquired, what's going on? Only challengers are allowed inside the gym, came a voice. Oh, only challengers are allowed inside the gym, came a voice over the loudspeaker. That's unusual compared to the other gyms, Polly comments. The puzzles must be hazardous. I'm going in after Danny, Steven said and ran through the door without hesitation. I really want to watch Danny's battle, Shelley expressed her disappointment. There is nothing we can do. I'll just sketch Alicia's ladybug here. Polly sighed as she started drawing in her sketchbook. Alicia's spirits lifted as her Pokemon was sketched gleefully, and she adjusted her ladybug to be in a way that would aid Polly. The scene shifted to Danny on a vast dirt-covered terrain within the gym, taking in the challenge before him. This must be the ground section of the gym, he commented, eyeing a locked door and a key dangling atop a tall stone pillar. This is going to be too easy, he confidently remarked, but just then the ground beneath him quaked, sending him sprawling. This is super annoying! Danny. Oh, hey, it's Kanecha? Am I saying that right? Kanecha? Hello, welcome to the live stream. This is super annoying, Danny grumbled, struggling against the unexpected obstacle. Summoning Legend 2, he seized the opportunity to soar above the treacherous terrain, swiftly retrieving the key and unlocking the door. A flying type to... Oh, this is a girl, okay. A flying type to get above the ground. Predictable, but effective, a girl around Danny's age observed, clad in a familiar brown uniform. Okay, ground girl, I'll take you on, Danny declared, unintentionally sparking an annoyed retort from the girl. Ugh! Don't call me that again, she snapped, releasing her Donphan in annoyance. Danny responded by sending out his Quagsire, gearing up for an intense ground-type battle. Donphan, the armor Pokemon. It's strong enough to easily haul a dump truck. The armor-like hide protects it, the Pokedex beeped. Could you imagine if it actually beeped stuff? It would sound ridiculous.
What is it? Oh, wait, what is it?
Like if the Pokedex actually beeped out its entries. Beep, 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 Donphan.
Yeah, that would be very funny.
The two Pokemon locked eyes. Donphan exuded seriousness, while Quagsire appeared more laid back with its tiny eyes. Quagsire, you surf, Danny commanded. Roll around it, the girl instructed. Quagsire conjured a wave beneath it and surfed towards Donphan, who narrowly avoided the attack with a rolling maneuver. Roll, the girl urged. Stop it. Stop its rollout with protect. Danny's strategic command bore fruit as Quagsire's barrier disrupted Donphan's movements. Now let's trap it. Use whirlpool. Danny directed. Quagsire unleashed a spiraling. Pretty sure that's supposed to be vortex. Mistake. Of water that locked the ground type inside the dealing substantial damage. Get out of there! Rapid spin! The girl ordered, prompting Donphan to break free. Hold on, I'm gonna save this.
Is ZA the only game so far that is in the series that you can use evasive maneuvers? Because I heard that in
pretty much, yeah.
Because the artist who did that food scene that I'm trying to give it to you through the summer, she said that, nah, Sword and Shield and Arceus can do it. And I'm like, no? What are you talking about? We cannot walk around and then our guy followed us or something.
I gotta just change something real quick. Is it Discord cap? Oh, wait, hold on. Discord. There's a Discord cap and then there's Discord. Oh, I think that is Discord. Okay. Okay, say something, Carrie?
Hello?
Yeah, okay. There we go. All right, that's better. Just, I think you were a bit too loud, so I just turned you down just a little bit. Okay, so I guess it's your turn now?
Okay, now Donphan, use curse. What, how does the elephant knows that move?
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many Pokemon know Curse, but only Ghosts use it the way that it should be used.
Okay, the girl called, and Donphan sacrificed speed for defense and attack. Is that what it is? I thought that you're just going to put it into, like, maybe curse some character, curse your opponent, and then you can get hurt.
Well, that's the thing. Curse does something different depending on the Pokemon you use. If you use it with most Pokemon, it just lowers your defense. It increases your attack and speed at the... Wait. Oh. It increases your attack and defense at the cost of speed. But if you use it with a Ghost Pokemon, they hammer a nail into themselves to cast a curse. That they sacrifice half their health to cast a curse on the other Pokemon. And that Pokemon then loses a quarter of their health every turn.
That sounds like pretty awesome, though. But yeah, I think it's a pretty reasonable. But seriously, he used curse. I don't think so. Quagsire, haste now. Danny countered, interrupting the buffing and strategy. Ugh, so annoying. The girl grumbled as Danny countered her every move. Hey, too bad for you. Rain dance now. Danny commanded, intensifying the battle with a change in weather. Use earthquake, the girl retorted. As rain began to fall in the gym, Quagsire stumbled from the earthquake impact. You have no idea how annoying it is when we were fighting Ruby, and then Ruby somehow would not allow us to attack with water. That was annoying.
Yeah.
And, get up and use surf. Danny persisted. Dodge it with rollout. Oh no, not again. The girl countered, setting up for another clash. Not this time. Go further to your right. Danny directed, orchestrating Quagsire's attack strategy. Quagsire's refocused on his surf attack, hitting Donphan with on the wet ground, disrupting the rollout and sealing the battles in victory. You accounted for where it would be the slippery surface. The girl marveled in defeat. Yeah, I did, of course. I was counting on it. Danny replied confidently. Just move on already. The girl said with annoyance and she pointed to the exit. Danny returned Quagsire and dashed forward. He advanced further into the gym, greeted by a daunting room with a towering rocky hill. What's the catch here? Danny questioned, stepping cautiously as the rocks began cascading down the hill. Oh, you got to be kidding me! Red Knight, lend me your string! Danny called out, summoning his loyal Caesar, who swiftly slashed through the falling rocks with masterful precision. As Red Knight expertly cleared out the path, Danny steadily ascended the hill, nearing the peak with every step. You're doing great! Come on, we're almost there! he encouraged. His team's unity shining through the obstacles. With each final boulder hurtling towards him, Red Knight swiftly eliminates the obstacle, allowing Danny to reach the summit. At the pinnacle, a man in a bandana awaited him. Oh, I'm impressed you've come this far, kid, but you won't surpass me. Rhydon, time to crush his Pokemon! The majestic Rhydon emerged, an imposing sight with his powerful rocky exterior and fierce demeanor. Rhydon, the drill Pokemon, protected by an armor-like hide, it is capable of shattering boulders with one charge. The Pokedex informed. Let's get up the ante. Rock, let's get up the ant. Is it ants or something?
Let's up the ante.
Okay, let's up the ante. Rock against rock. Come on, Eclipse. Danny declared, unleashing his mighty Tyranitar. Wow. Is this the first time he named the dude?
I think he used him in I can't remember. I think he's used him before.
No, I'm talking about. Is this the first time he called him by his name?
I think the first time he used him in a proper battle, he did call him by his name.
If you're talking about the one that with Ho-Oh and also Lugia, no, he didn't.
No,
memory even.
He's done a few gym battles since then.
Okay. Screech attack! Eclipse, use detect! Danny counter. Tyranitar swiftly detect the move and jump out of his range. An immediate appears and cry that decreased Rhydon's defenses. Now, strike with Rock Smash, the trainer directed. Rhydon's massive assault struck Eclipse forcefully, causing it to recoil. Tyranitar is vulnerable to fighting moves, the man remarked coolly. Hey, should we name your Tyranitar Eclipse as well if you want to?
Did we ever give him a name?
She never has a name, and we thought that she is an Albert. She isn't.
That's funny.
For those who do not know, Tyre was playing in ZA, and he got a very jolly what's that thing called? Garchomp, and also we got a pretty awesome Tyranitar, but we all thought that they are alphas, but they aren't. We were like, why are you so tiny?
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Let's see. I guess it's my turn now.
Yep.
Oh, I was just gonna say we should probably finish that. We should probably just finish all the dang missions in that game in a live stream.
Do you want to really finish the money one though?
Oh gosh, that one's dumb. Let's see.
How about you just want to go in and catch everyone and then just be like, okay, we call it a day, bye, like that.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, I'm moving on with the story. Here we go. If you can land them, Eclipse, Mud Slap, Danny commanded. Tyranitar flinging mud into Rhydon's eyes, disorienting the drill Pokemon. Rhydon, use Seismic Toss! Rhydon attempted to grab Eclipse, leading to a gripping physical showdown between the two colossal rock types. Activate Screech once more, Danny urged. Eclipse devastating sound waves disrupted Rhydon's motions, sending both Pokemon crashing to the ground. Rise and execute Dynamic Punch to finish this, the trainer ordered with conviction. Unleash an Earthquake, Eclipse, Danny commanded in response. As both Pokemon regained their footing, Rhydon lunged with a mighty punch, only to be swiftly brought down by Tyranitar's powerful stomp, causing the entire gym to tremor with the impact. Rhydon lay defeated on the ground, prompting the trainer to recall his Pokemon with respect. You've proven yourself to be a skill. Yes, he's a trainer. Of course, he's a trainer. Yes, Pokemon. Duh. The stream up. No, don't. No. Don't do it without the stupid stream elements. Multi-stream up, you idiot. Okay, now you can start streaming. Do it. Okay. All right. We should be back. We should be back live. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody.
Sorry for that.
Yeah, sorry about that. Uh, stupid OBS crashed on me. That was irritating. Anyway, um, where was I? Stupid OBS crashing. Let's see here. Activates for each one. Well, he just defeated Rhydon. That's right. And I had to fix something in the story. There we go. Okay. You've proven yourself to be a skilled trainer, but the true test still lies ahead, the trainer declared. But Danny just smiled. No matter what awaits, my team is prepared, assured as he strode out of the rocky area. As the scene unfolded, Polly's artistic talent shone through as she added delicate touches to the ladybug picture. And yeah, I know I'm online. Shut up, OBS. Let's see. Oh, sorry, Movie wants to leave. Out you go, kitty. Out you go.
I heard your cat purring nonstop.
Stupid doors, man. Go. Okay, and I'm back. Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go. Oh, Polly. It's absolutely adorable, Alicia exclaimed, admiration evident in her voice. Shelley couldn't help but chime in with her own curiosity. Polly, have you ever considered becoming a famous painter someday? Which is, I kind of like that line because doesn't it sound like something a kid would say? Doesn't that sound like something a kid would say? Like, have you ever considered being a famous painter someday? Like it's that easy. um, Polly blushed slightly at the attention and shared her heartfelt aspirations. I dream of attending I dream of attending art school and honing my skills to become a professional artist. It's my passion. um,
You, I did that.
yeah, you did. I went to college, but I did not go to a art school.
But even though that I'm not necessarily the famous artist, but in my own tiny circle in Instagram, some people in like crafts market, people will find me. It's like, hey, this is you again. Why are you here again?
Not,
That's literally what happened. It's like, why are you here again? It's like, well, what do you mean?
let's see. Uh, Alicia said, I want to be wherever Danny is. Not for me, thank you. Polly sighed and gripped her pencil tightly. I want to break free from farm life and maybe work in the city, Shelley said longingly. Polly was surprised as she absorbed Shelley's revelation. A city girl? That's unexpected. Then Polly turned to Talon, who had been quiet for several minutes. So, Talon, aside from defeating Turner, what's your vision beyond that? Talon's gaze shifted to her, contemplating his response. Uh, Teaching someone the way of the sword has crossed my mind, he revealed. Polly's eyes lit up with curiosity. A mentor like my dad? That could be an amazing path for you. The exchange between Polly and Talon illuminated their individual dreams and aspirations, leaving attached with. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this. Too wordy. Too wordy. I guess we don't have to ask what. Oh, we're missing a quote. I guess we don't have to ask Danny or Steven, huh? Shelley chuckled. I only assumed they'd both say, we're going straight to the top. Danny exclaimed.
I like this. I like this chapter. You were balancing out the fight with this.
Yeah. Bold declaration echoed in the challenge room as he entered. A steel door stood as a barrier to progress. Danny didn't waste any time and called upon his Pokemon. Red Knight, Iron Head, attack! Danny's voice rang out with conviction as Caesar's metallic form collided with the unyielding door. Eclipse, tackle now! Danny's instructions were precise. The Tyranitar responding with powerful assault on the door. Danny was losing patience and decided to go all out as he released Lichen 2. It's his third Pokemon out. Everyone, Hyper Beam! Let's break through! Danny's final command echoed through the challenge room. His Pokemon teamed up and unleashed a powerful beam that shattered the door, allowing the group to advance. The triumph...
Dude, can you imagine the next person coming into the gym is like, whoa, what happened to that door? There's some dude from the previous attempt actually break it, and we are fixing it.
Yeah, we're actually getting to that right now. We'll get a load of this. The triumphant moment was short-lived as a stern, older woman emerged and glared at Danny. Why didn't you... Oh, I guess it's your turn.
Yeah. Why didn't you have your Pokemon leave the door for you? It was unlocked, she scolded, glaring at him. Then he, slightly flustered, responded sheepishly. Great job, Daniel. You just got yourself blacklisted from this gym.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that. No. Whatever, just face me. Go, Magneton, the woman said. Magneton emits a strong magnetic force field that can distort compasses within 3,300 foot of radius. Its three magnetic heads generate intense energy that can be disrupted by electrical devices and create electromagnetic storms in its vicinity. It is a master of magnetism, moving with graceful precision in its magnetic fields, said the Pokédex. Dual type time. I will use Red Knight. Danny Caesar was already standing at the ready. Come on, agility, go! Danny's commanding voice echoed in the gym. Red Knight's nimble movements created a blur of crimson as she swiftly evolved Magneton's Thunderbolt attack. That won't work very well. Magneton, lock on. The woman countered with a confident tone. Oh, not good. Red Knight, light screen. They issue a countermeasure as anticipation filled the room. Now use Zap Cannon, she cried. Magneton's Zap Cannon crackled with electrifying power, striking Red Knight and causing her to falter. Great job weakening my attack, but your Caesar is still paralyzed. But you are still taking your damage. So much for that speed, the woman taunted, reassuring the advantage. But Danny remained resolute. Oh, we're not done. Red Knight, double team. Red Knight attempted to execute the move, creating illusions with her speed, but the paralysis hindered her efforts. You got this, Magneton. Use lock on again, the woman shouted. Got in close. Danny's firm directive spurred Red Knight to close the gap between her and Magneton. What are you doing, kid? End it with thunder, the woman ordered, but Danny was ready. Draw it! Red Knight has to endure, so you won't be upset.
Like Pikachu.
I mean, like Mr. Prime did the same thing, didn't he?
Yeah.
Or he was like, and then it was like, I'm fine. I almost died, but I'm fine. Danny's command led to the pivotal moment as the lightning bolt struck Red Knight, her determination keeping her on her feet despite the overwhelming power. That is barely holding on, Magneton. Use. The woman never got to finish her words as Danny seized the opportunity. Reversal! Go! Danny's quick thinking led to a dramatic counterattack as Red Knight expertly flipped Magneton to the ground with a resounding impact. You've got to be kidding me, the woman exclaimed in disbelief, stunned by the unexpected turn of events. Didn't see that coming at all. Magneton, being a steel type, is pretty weak to fighting. All I had to do was to wait for the right moment. Then he explained to as Red Knight, exhausted, collapsed. Come back, Red Knight. It's you.
Come back, Red Knight. You were great, Danny praised his loyal bug steel type before turning his attention to the arrival of Steven. Just in time, Steven. Looks like this challenge is already wait, hold on. I don't feel like Steven should be saying his own name.
You just arrived in time, Danny. I think that you were typing this with like 3 Red Bulls into your system. Maybe that's why.
Just in time. Looks like this challenge is already done, huh, Danny? Steven inquired, acknowledging the outcome. About time you caught up, Danny remarked. Sorry it took so long, Steven replied, amicably. Well, you can battle her. I'm off to face a super strong trainer, Danny stated as he swiftly made his way towards the elevator. Rude! The woman muttered under her breath, like implying that she's not a super strong trainer. Let's see. In In the lobby, boredom had begun to seep in the group as they waited for the impending battle. Ugh, this wait is insufferable, Polly muttered, getting impatient. It, it, it must be quite the challenge, it must be quite the challenge up there, Shelley remarked, sharing the restlessness that hung in the air. Suddenly, as if in response to the mounting anticipation, the elevator door slid open, revealing a speaker emanating a voice that sounded authoritative and urgent. Go to the top floor if you want to watch your friend battle, the voice instructed, prompting Alicia and Shelley to spring out of their seats. Polly and Talon swiftly followed suit. Well, at least it's a change from lingering in this lobby, Polly remarked optimistically as they entered the elevator, the doors sealing shut behind them. As Danny stepped out of the elevator at the top of the gym, he was met with a breathtaking sight. The battleground was divided into distinct sections, each representing elemental forces: ice, stone, earth, and steel. The structure
Do you remember?
crafted from the respective elements loomed around the arena. Standing confidently at the far end was a woman with long, dark brown hair, wearing a dress adorned with intricate elemental symbols. Well, well, so you finally come to my gym, Danny Dragonson. I've been looking forward to this, she greeted him warmly. How do you know my name? Danny questioned, surprised by her familiarity. Well, you did just save all of Kanto, after all. I can't thank you enough for that. But I actually met your father a long time ago, back when I was just a little girl. My name is Sandy, and I hope you've been enjoying my gym, Sandy explained, sense of nostalgia tinging her words.
It's a very long time ago. I have completely
Very
forgotten who
long
that
time
is.
ago. Sandy was introduced back when when Dan was doing the tournament when he was a teenager. Basically, Sandy's on. I'm just gonna say this real quick because Sandy was a character from a really long time ago. Basically, her family was in Team Rocket, and they were trying to take her Dratini and stuff, and there was a whole deal. But in the end, her family did leave Team Rocket, so that's good. Um, and Dan saved Sandy, so yeah, she really owes him a lot. Okay, Sandy, Dad never talked about you, Danny replied, feeling awkward. Like, yeah, you didn't come up. Well, we were only friends for a short time. Just know that he saved me and my family from a terrible fate. So the least I can do is give his son a good gym challenge, Sandy shared, a mix of gratitude and respect in her voice. As Danny stood at the precipice of battle, a moment of doubt crept in his mind. Before Danny could initiate the duel, he interjected, Wait a minute. I was told there's a super strong Pokemon trainer here at the gym. In that instant, the girl Danny had encountered in the lobby, absorbed in her game system, spoke up. Oh, that would be me, she answered, her tone betraying a hint of confidence in her abilities. Oh, that would be me. Looking shocked, Danny's focus shifted towards the enigmatic girl. I guess you want to pick it up?
Yeah, sure, no problem. Oh dear God. Wait, you're the trainer? Wait, you mean Sandy was who? I'm missing something in here.
No. This is the girl he met at the lobby.
Okay,
It,
but what happened to Sandy? The Sandy was like, had to take a break now.
Sandy's still there. The girl just walked up.
Okay, yeah. Wait, you're the trainer? Danny asked. Yeah. My voice just cracked. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Um, yeah, why so surprised? The girl responded nonchalantly, her tone devoid of any emotion, leaving Danny momentarily speechless. Oh, you've met my daughter, I see, Sandy interjected gently, acknowledging the connection. Careful, be careful, she's very strong. With those words, the dynamic shifted. Who are you? Danny inquired, intrigued by the mysterious girl. I'm Claudea. I'm Claudea. Nice to meet you. Claude, that's a very interesting name. Claudia introduced herself with a polite yet reserved demeanor. Just then, Danny's sister and friends entered the room, surprised by the unexpected turn of events. The battle hasn't started yet? Stevens expressed his astonishment, while Polly added, that's surprising. Before the battle could commence, Danny tried to recover. Give me for challenge, Claudia. Claudia. I keep saying her names as a Spanish guy
Yeah,
would.
you're
Sorry
saying it
about
like.
you could. I can't help it because you got two L's and then it sounds like a Y. You speak it like a Y. Claudia.
I've really thrown you for a loop.
Hey, Claudia. There we go, Claudia. Claudia. I hate you. Claudia. There we go. Oh, jeez, that is terrible. I come for a challenge, Claudia. I don't care how strong you are going down. He declared boldly, exuding confidence in his abilities. Claudilla, unfazed by the bravado turn of her game system and toss her hair aside. You're just like everyone else. I've never lost a battle in my life, she asserted, her resolve unshaken as she reached for a Pokeball. Well, that's the first time for everything, Daniel retorted, matching her confidence with a hint of smugness. If you want a real challenge, how about a 5-on-5? Claudella proposed, her eyes showing little fear or any emotion whatsoever. Works for me, just 1 second. Then he replied, swiftly letting up his Pokemon, administering healing potions on them. Why do you have to let it out? Because in Zia you could just go and be like, just
Yeah,
quick heal or something.
but it never made any sense for me that you could use it on them like in the. It's a spray. It doesn't
You
make
just
any
spray the
sense that you
ball.
can use it on them in their Pokeballs.
Maybe they can chill out after they take a nap or something. Maybe. That doesn't always work, but okay. Works for me. Just once. Okay. Okay, we are all set. The others settle on the benches off to the side, offering encouraging shouts. Go, Danny! Alicia cheered. You got this. Shelly added her support. Wow, you have a cheering. Wow, you have a cheering session. Jealous. Claudia remarked casually, her tone masking her true feelings. Feeling a bit awkward around her, hesitating before saying, yeah, let's get started? Alright then. Go, my first Pokemon. Claudella summoned her Zepstrike, a striking creature with a lightning-like stripes and a fierce demeanor. Have I seen that before? I don't think that I have.
Oh, you want to see what it looks like?
No, I'm looking it up. Don't worry.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's when did this guy appear? Because I don't think. That's a pretty new one.
Okay.
I
Well,
suppose.
it's going to be explained.
Okay. And it's a horse too. What the heck? It's a very adorable horsey.
Yeah. You should see
Uh,
Blitzel.
the what?
You should see Blitzel. Its lower form.
It's also I just saw it. It was also very adorable. Then he reached for his Pokédex only to be surprised by Claudia's revelation. Don't bother, the Pokédex won't tell anything about my Pokemon because I'm from Unova. She explained. Where's that? Then he inquired, realizing the limitation of his device. Very far from here. I grew up there. You see, and my dad and I moved here when he remarried. So yeah, your Pokédex will have no clue any of my Pokemon. Claudella elaborate her tone matter of fact. This is my friend Zeb Striker, and you're about to see why I never lose. Emulating confidence, she continued. I will beat you anyway, Danny retorted, selecting his Quagsire as his next Pokemon. Kind of cute, I guess. She mused with a
So with a smirk.
smirk.
I think that's supposed to be smirk.
You guessed right, by the way. It's an electric type, but it doesn't matter. Now stomp it! She ordered Zeb Striker.
Okay, I'm going to save. Ah. In a sudden and swift move, Zebstrika's powerful hoof struck Quagsire, overwhelming it with a single blow, leaving Danny speechless, as his Pokemon was unable to battle.
Okay, but seriously, why did she move to Japan though, of all the places? Because Japan is like very stressful in terms of like the social structure and stuff. Why don't you want to go stay in New York? You're gonna go stay in New York. Why don't you want to go move over here? Well, people would be dying to go to the U.S., but you probably be like, please don't come over here. We are kind of a mess now.
Well, her mother is Japanese.
There's that.
Quagsire is unable to battle, Sandy announced, signaling the end of that round. My mom did warn you, Danny. I'm strong, Claudella remarked, words cutting deep. As Danny grappled with the reality of facing such an opponent, doubts crept into his mind, and he could see it on his face. How could she do that? Alicia questioned, concern evident in her voice. Danny, shaken but undeterred, released his Kingdra Monsoon into the fray. I'm just getting started! Monsoon, go! Smokescreen! Agility now! He commanded. Battlefield filled with smoke as Kingdra darted around, but Claudella's precise orders matched Danny's strategy. Don't let it outspeed you. Agility, too, she countered. Danny's next move, Octazooka hit Zebstrika, blinding it temporarily. Got it! Now its accuracy is down, Danny celebrated. But Claudella remained composed. Doesn't matter. Just use discharge, she instructed. The electric shock hit Monsoon, leaving it struggling to stand. Quickly, Danny ordered, use Dragon Breath now! As Monsoon unleashed its blue flame, Claudella... now I'm having trouble! Claudella countered with the next move, instructing Zebstrika to use Wild Charge. The collision was intense, sending Monsoon flying and ultimately fainting against a rocky structure, leaving Zebstrika weakened but still standing. Then he felt the pressure mounting as he recalled Monsoon. She's too strong, he realized, a sense of urgency gripping his heart. Impressive move there, Danny. I must say you did well to paralyze my Zebstrika, Claudella admitted, hint of genuine admiration breaking through her composed demeanor. But it's time for it to take a breather. Return, Zebstrika, she commanded, recalling her Pokemon. In Zebstrika's place emerged Lilligant, a graceful and elegant Pokemon resembling a dancing flower. Its long, slender arms ending in delicate petals like hands that seemed to sway in the ethereal grace. Grass type, huh? Danny noted casually. In that case, go Red Knight! Wow, cool name, Danny. I should name my Pokemon something cool, too, mused Claudella, showing genuine interest in the battle unfolding. Yeah, go for it! Anyway, let's keep going, Danny replied, slightly taken aback by Claudella's seemingly random comments that added a surprising twist to their duel. So, do you know how to dance? Claudella suddenly inquired, catching Danny off guard with her unexpected question. Before he could respond, she swiftly commanded, Quiver dance! Lilligant responded with a graceful spin, bolstering its stats with enhanced speed, defense, and attack, setting a mesmerizing rhythm in the battle. So that's your game. Red Knight, show her your moves with Sword Dance! Danny countered, determined to match Claudella's strategic dance tactics with his own. Is this a Pokemon battle or a dance-off? Talon teased. We should teach Danny how to dance, suggested Alicia, but everyone else was too focused on the battle. Seems like you're getting into it, Danny. This is fun, she remarked, with a hint of amusement, her tone shifting towards enjoyment as the battle grew more intricate. Enough dancing! Red Knight, it's time for Metal Claw! Danny commanded, focusing on the battle at hand as Red Knight moved in for the attack. Teeter dance now! Claudella's swift command had Lilligan evading Red Knight's assault with elegant agility, adding a touch of finesse. I said fitness. Finesse to the heated clash. And Movie's back. Okay. Oh, it's your turn.
Okay. Let's see. Enough dancing, Red Knight. Enough dancing, Red Knight. It's time for Metal Claw. Danny commanded, refocusing on the battle at hand as Red Knight moving for the attack. Teeter dance now. Claudella's swift commands had Lilligan evading Red Knight's assault with an elegant agility, adding a touch of fineness into the heated clash. Oh no! Danny exclaimed. It's time to bring in dance to close. Sword dance. Claudella's decisive order has Lilligan mirroring Red Knight's earlier movements. This is bad, Stephen noticed, sensing the escalating tension. Now you seed bomb. Claudella direct, unveiling another layer of Lilligan's arsenal's explosive move aimed to turn the tide of battle. Come on, snap out of it, Red Knight. Danny's urgent pleas pierced through the confusion clouding Red Knight's mind. Red Knight, battling the lingering haze of confusion, frees herself as an explosive seed bomb struck her, trembling but standing with defiant resilience despite the blow that threatened to overpower her. Hey, can you imagine? Later Lance find Red Knight again, like, "Hey, how are you doing?" And she's like, "You don't want to know about it."
Dude, you have no idea what I've been through.
They what?
You have no idea what I've been through.
Well, do you have any idea what you have been through? Still block tennis making this difficult. Now use Blossom Dance. Claudella's calm yet commanding voice rang out, feeling Lilligan's next move, a graceful symphony of petals that had filled the arena. Fairy cutter, and don't stop! Danny spurred Red Knight into action, her slashes more fervent and precise with each strike, gradually gaining strength and momentum so she relentlessly pressed on against Lilligan's defenses. Red Knight's assault pushed Lilligan to the brink, causing the elegant Pokemon to stagger backward. It was tumbling under the relentless forces of Red Knight's barrage. That's enough, Lilligan. Now use Healing Wish. Claudella's composed voice resonated through the battlefield, signaled Lilligan's retreat as a healing light enveloped, preparing it for a rejuvenating rest within its Pokeball. It was Danny's voice trailed off, confusion evident in his tone as he tried to make sense of the move. Look for yourself. Claudella's replied cryptically, bringing in a fully revitalized Zep Striker that stood poised and ready to continue. Oh God, you have got to be joking. This is the point where most challengers will give up. Claudella remarked, her gaze steady and her posture poised. Danny, wait until you go challenge Cynthia. It's going to be worse. Yeah, well, I'm not going to let you off that easily. Red Knight, return the rest up. Danny's resolve remained unshaken, recalling the Red Knight as he strategized his next move. Now go! Eclipse! Danny's voice rang out with a newfound confidence as he called up Tyranitar, a massive and imposing Pokemon that roared as it appeared. Not as big as an alpha one though, but they have yet to encounter that yet. Yeah. Oh wow, you have a Tyranitar. So cool. Claudella's voice trailed off, her voice something lazy but genuine. Eclipse, earthquake, now! Danny's command resonated through the air as Tyranitar unleashed a seismic shockwave, causing the ground to tremble and quake beneath Zep Striker's hooves. Predictable, you spouse. Claudella's swift counter-strategy had Zeb Striker leaping into the air. With lightning speed, evading the earthquake devastating impact and positioning itself in a swift and precise counterattack.
Grab it and hyper beam it to the left side of the arena! Danny's strategic move had Eclipse seizing Zeb Striker midair with an iron grip, unleashing a powerful hyper beam that sent the electric type hurtling towards the icy fringes of the battlefield. Unfazed by the harsh landing, Zeb Striker rose slowly, the damage evident in its weary stance and sparking fur. Claudella, you're not the only strong trainer here. I'm strong too! Danny's declaration resonated with Claudella. Her lawful days seemed to change. She looked more interested in her opponent now. I haven't had this much fun battling in a long time. Zeb Striker, you need to get off the ice. Attack with Thunderbolt. Claudella's strategic command rang through the air, prompting channel's electric power, unleashing a thunderbolt, lightning that crackled with energy towards Eclipse. Eclipse! Eclipse, reinvigorated from its earlier attack, braced itself as the powerful shockwave struck true, but the stalwart Tyranitar held firm. Let's finish this stubborn Pokemon off! Earthquake now! Danny's decisive tone cut through the tension, prompting Eclipse to unleash another seismic wave that rippled through the battlefield with unyielding force, threatening to shake Zeb Striker's resolve to its core. Bounce away! Claudella's urgent command echoed. That won't work this time, Stephen said. The icy surface caused Zeb Striker to falter, its attempted evasion thwarted by a sudden slip that sent it crashing to the ground. The powerful earthquake hit, its forceful impact knocking Zeb Striker off the arena's edge. Danny did it! Alicia's jubilant cry filled the air as she celebrated. My brother may be annoying, but he's a great trainer, Polly admitted with a little chuckle. Eclipse's victory roar reverberated through the arena, and it and Danny looked ready for more. Yeah, way to go, Eclipse! You were awesome! Danny praised. Eclipse nodded, and then it turned back to Claudella. I'm having trouble too. Claudella. Observing the fierce bond between trainer and Pokemon, Claudella returned to Zeb Striker. You did fantastic out there, my friend. Her voice carried a warmth and kindness. Turning her attention to Danny, Claudella's expression softened somewhat. Danny, you're pretty cool. Looking impressed as she offered him praise. Huh? You think so? Danny's bashful response revealed a hint of surprise, the unexpected compliment, cheeks flushing slightly. Yeah, you're definitely stronger than any of the other challengers I've battled. Please keep it up! Claudella's words of encouragement carried a sincere tone. I've never had a trainer I'm battling compliment me like this. Kind of not used to it. Danny's bashful admission revealed a soft vulnerability beneath. Eclipse's impatient gaze prompted Danny to refocus. Right, let's do this, he said. Now I'll use Gigalith. Claudella's declaration heralded the entrance of the rock Pokemon into the battlefield. Gigalith, Iron Defense. Claudella's command rang out, prompting rock-type Pokemon to fortify its already defenses with already. Hold on, I'm gonna change this. Great defenses with an impenetrable barrier of hardened steel. Eclipse, don't let it buff its defense, you screech! A strategic response caused Eclipse to unleash a piercing screech that reverberated through the air, unsettling Gigalith's guard and weakening its resolve. Ironhead. Hold on. This is wrong. Yeah, okay. Ironhead! Claudella's voice rang out as Gigalith surged forward with his force, its sturdy head aiming to strike Eclipse with unrelenting power. Rock smash, Eclipse! You can do it! Danny's commanding voice resonated through the arena. Urging Eclipse on. Both rock types clashed at the center of the arena, and they were blasted backwards. It's tough, but we're tougher. Stay focused, Eclipse! Danny encouraged words filled the air. Earthquake! Bring the arena down, Gigalith! You know what? I'm going to read that different. Earthquake! Bring the arena down, Gigalith! Claudella's authoritative voice raised in battlefield. Sailing Gigalith to unleash a devastating quake that threatened to overpower Eclipse. At this command, Sandy looked a little concerned for the safety of her beloved Jim. Dodge it, Eclipse! We can't afford to let up now! Danny's voice with urgency and a panic creeping in as Eclipse desperately sought to evade Gigalith's destructive earthquake, the ground trembling beneath its feet. Uh, uh, Not much time left. Hang in there, Eclipse! Danny's voice quivered as the apprehension. A sense of impending doom looming as those battled through the exhaustion and fatigue, resilience put to the ultimate test. Finish it with Rock Slide, Gigalith. Claudella's command fueled Gigalith's onslaught, hurling boulders at Eclipse with unyielding force, the arena washed with debris. Get in close, Eclipse! Our movement is now! Danny ordered, guiding Eclipse to press forward and close the distance between them. Iron Tail Dynamic Punch! Go for it, Eclipse! Danny's voice boomed in unwavering confidence, commanding Eclipse to unleash a swift and powerful combination attack that left Gigalith reeling, the impact echoing through the battlefield with shuddering force. Eclipse succeeded in its big combo move, and Gigalith was smashed to the floor. However, the rock slide came crashing down on Tyranitar, and it fainted right after. Danny looked stunned as this happened, but he was even more stunned when Gigalith rose once more. That was an amazing combo, Danny, but my Gigalith's defense is a big wall for you. Claudella's words cut through the air. Eclipse! Danny's voice wavered with emotion, a sense of pride as he recalled Eclipse. You were amazing, buddy. Okay, I know you're weakened, but I need you, Red Knight! Danny's voice held a note of desperation as he called forth his Caesar, the weary yet resolute Pokemon stepping onto the battlefield with steely resolve that belied its fatigue. This won't take long. Gigalith, use Body Press. Claudella's command pierced the air, her Pokemon hurtling towards Red Knight. What do I? Danny's voice trailed off, uncertainty gripping his thoughts as the imminent danger loomed. But in a sudden twist, Red Knight vanished in a blur, a lightning-fast punch colliding with Gigalith before it could land its crushing blow. The unexpected speed and precision of the attack catching both trainers off guard. No way, Bullet Punch? Claudella's explanation filled the arena. Swift decisive maneuver sending Gigalith crashing to the ground. Impact reverberating through the arena. Bullet Punch? What's that move? Denny's curiosity sparked as he sought to understand the newfound technique. It's a lightning quick steel move, but Caesars from Johto can't learn it. Claudella's expression shed some light on the unique nature of the attack. Well, my Caesar isn't from Johto, so that explains that. Okay, Red Knight, looks like we got a new move to use in the future. Danny's grin mirrored Red Knight's exhausted yet triumphant stance. As Red Knight succumbed to the... Oh, it's your turn, sorry.
It's okay. Come to exhaustion and slump onto the ground again. Then his heartfelt gratitude and pride radiated through his smile. Thanks for the last move. See you later, Space Cowboy.
Later, Space Cowboy.
Danny's voice carried a mix of reverence and fondness as she looked down at his partner's bowl. No challenge has ever made this far. I'm beyond excited now. Okay, get ready. Go. Who is that? Reuniclus? Is that how you say his name?
It's Reuniclus.
Go, Reuniclus. Claudella's voice rang out as she revealed her next Pokemon, the battlefield poised for a new chapter in their intense and thrilling battle. Out came a mysterious creature that emits a soft ethereal glow, manipulating energy within its translucent gelatinous form, adorned with a solitary eye-like spot on its head. This enigmatic being floated above the floor. Oh, they really have some strange Pokemon, Danny mused, eyeing the gelatinous being with a mix of curiosity and wariness. Also, did you grab water?
I'm good right now.
Okay. Um, he's so fun to hug, though. Claudella interjected cheerfully, reaching out to pet the squishy creature. Just like a wobbly jello. Danny hesitated a moment before replying. If you say so. Oh, she's getting a little bit more happier, I suppose. Maybe not as that because she
Yeah.
was bored.
If you I wanted to make it seem like she was bored, like she was just not interested in any of it. But like the more Danny like challenged her, the more she got kind of happier.
So technically, she's. Oh my god, that guy is very jello. Look at them.
Yeah,
Look at
yeah, yeah,
them.
yeah. You see a picture of Reuniclus?
Yeah, he's a little guy. And what is he? Why does his first one looks like a butt face?
It's basically just kind of representing the process of cells merging.
Oh, okay, that's cool. It's a very adorable little guy. I think it's a little guy. Yeah, that's about right.
Hold on, we got a problem. Tayu
What?
wants to come in and Mufi wants to go out.
Okay.
Oh, sounds like YouTube finally decided to cut off our music. YouTube, don't be rude. Oh, wait, no, never mind. There it goes. Okay. Anyway, I guess you can continue now.
In the Chinese translation for Real Nicholas, his name goes for a man-made cell egg. Man-made egg cells. There we go.
Oh, interesting.
It just sounds like that, which is very interesting. Yeah, just okay. Yep. And whoopsies. Let's see. As the battle commenced, Deceiver flitted around Danny with a mischievous gleam in her eyes. He's a psychic type. You're pretty good at guessing Pokemon types. Claudella remarked with a hint of admiration. I feel like, is it just me, but I feel like Danny's siblings is going to have a competition because Claudella is like, I like this guy. He's going to be my friend, and her mother was like, okay, but then but then his cousins, Danny's cousins are like, I don't like her vibe,
Yeah.
and she's kind of creepy. uh, let's see. It's psychic type. You're pretty good at guessing. Danny Green Riley. And I just go, well, whatever they look like. Claudia gave a command. Rear Nicholas, your shadow ball! And all but up energy formed around Rear Nicholas, hurtling towards Deceiver. Dodge it now! Danny's swift command prompted Deceiver to gracefully evade the incoming shadow ball. By the way, where are the illustrations? I thought that you actually got them.
I was working on an illustration of Claudella, but I didn't have enough time to finish it because of Easter.
Yeah, that's it.
So
Now
I'm
your
like
shadow
still in
ball
the middle of
yourself.
drawing it. So I'll show you later.
And Deceiver counters skillfully, striking rear Nicholas and forcing it back. Looks like Deceiver's speed gives her a big advantage, then remarked, his confidence glowing. Claudia's smile widened, a hint of excitement in her eyes. This is exactly what I wanted, she admitted, savoring the moment. Then Claudia directed, use trick room and then recover. Shadow Ball, go! Then he said the battlefield was overcome with an eerie energy as Nicholas dodged Deceiver's slow shadow ball, regaining his strength with each passing moment. Dude, can you imagine when the artist friend that I talk about start to draw Unova Pokemon as food?
Oh yeah.
Is, is it going to be like is it going to be like lots of feet, lots of burger and then meat and then fish and chips? Wait, that's British. Seafood? Maybe snakes? I don't know. Okay, what is going on? Denny's bewildered question hang in the air. Um, Trick Room allows makes slow Pokemon fast and fast Pokemon slow. There are Nicholas is the fastest Pokemon here. You're psychic. Claudia explained confidently. Deceiver finds herself surrounded by the powerful psychic attack, struggling to regain her balance.
Uh, use pain split. Hurry! Danny urged, desperation coming in his voice. A surreal light linked the two Pokemon, sharing their injuries and intensifying the stakes. Well, that's an interesting move, but your ghost still can't win. Finish it with Shadow Ball, Cladilla declared. Danny's quick thinking surfaced. Deceiver is too slow. Use Curse! Deceiver, with a cunning glint, inflicted self-imposed curse upon Reuniclus, weakening it greatly. Curse. That's quite the parting gift. Not good. Cladilla muttered under her breath as her focus intensifying. But Danny, sensing a shift in the tide of the battle, felt a surge of hope wash over him as he observed Reuniclus waver, its strength visibly diminished, yet not completely subdued. As Legend 2, the mighty Dragonite made its grand entrance on the battlefield, Cladilla, with a hint of genuine interest in her voice, remarked, Wow, a dragon Pokemon? That's really cool. Sandy chimed in, Legend 2? Oh, wow, that takes me back, invoking memories of battles past. Polly curiously sparked conversation as she inquired, What did you know about the first legend? One of Dan's most powerful partners. I don't know if I would be here today if not for him. I had a Dratini as a girl, so I really looked up to him. Of course, she's my beloved Dragonair now, Sandy replied, looking finally at one of her Pokeballs. Dandy commanded Legend 2 with resounding, Extreme speed, Nico! The Dragonite, a blur of motion, charged forward. It charged towards Reuniclus, delivering a powerful blow that sent the psychic Pokemon crashing into a nearby rock. Cladilla's surprised reaction, No way! Echoed the intensity of the moment. Danny said, Okay, do you really want to go out, Mofi? You've been grunting for several minutes at the door. Okay, there we go. He left. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Let's go. Danny said, just as I thought. Uh, Speed moves like extreme speed aren't affected by Trick Room, showcasing his adaptability in battle. With Cladilla quick to respond, she urged Reuniclus to use Recover. However, Danny responded with Hyper Beam! Yet before the dragon could even launch her attack, Reuniclus fell to the curse Deceiver gave it. Cladilla looked sad for a moment and then smiled. Thanks for all your help, buddy, she said. With an air of eager anticipation, Claudilla's face lit up with a bright smile as she declared, Okay then, Danny. Now I'm really excited. It's been a long time since I used this Pokemon. In a flurry of action, she summoned her trusted companion, Hydreigon, onto the field.
That guy that everyone hates.
The imposing three-headed dragon Pokemon exuded an aura of power and mystique, its dark scales shimmering in the light like polished obsidian. Each of its heads bore a fierce expression, showcasing its ferocity and strength. In the dimly lit arena, Alicia had succumbed to sleep, her head resting on Polly. It's very late in the day. I'll just bring that up. It is like really, really late right now. um, She's so cute, Polly whispered as she observed the peaceful slumber of her cousin. Hydreigon roared at Legend 2, looking ready for the fight. Kanto Dragon, meet Unova Dragon, Cladilla declared, her tone brimming with confidence. Danny, his gaze fixed at the powerful Pokemon before him, couldn't help but feel a twinge of intimidation. Legend 2, be careful. I could tell this one is really strong. Danny cautioned. Legend 2 stood poised and ready, its eyes sharp and focused as it prepared to face its opponent. Oh, this is going to be one heck of a fight, Stephen remarked. Dragon fight, Polly murmured as she leaned in, her eyes fixed on the battle about to unfold. Danny, Legend 2, let's go! Shelly's voice cut through the stillness. With the battle underway, both trainers wasted no time in executing their strategies. Okay then, start it up with agility! Danny called out, his voice firm and determined, as Legend 2 sprang into action, its speed enhancing to outmaneuver its opponent. Okay, I guess it's your turn.
Oh, that was a really short one. Use Ice Fang! Claudilla's swift command echoed through the arena, prompting Hydreigon to lunge forward with deadly precision. Get off! Get it off! Thunder, go! Danny exclaimed, prompting Legend 2 to unleash a torrent of crackling electricity that surged towards Hydreigon at a fantastic speed. Powerful bolts of lightning struck through, sending Hydreigon staggering back to the bolt of electricity coursing through its form, dislodging the dragon-type Pokemon from Legend 2's tail. Rock Slide, now! Claudella's authoritative order rang out, and Hydreigon responded by manipulating the rocky terrain, sending a cascade of boulders and stones hurtling towards Legend 2. The sturdy projectiles collided with dragon-type testing his resilience as his weathered the attack with all his might. Ice Beam, do it! Danny declared, and Legend 2 unleashed a frigid beam of icy energy that pierced through the roadside. Have you ever thought if you want this one instead of Frigibax or something?
Frigibax. Oh, Hydreigon?
Yeah, have you ever wanted this instead of Frigibax or something when the DLC came out?
Uh, Oh, like Ice Beam?
Yeah, which one do you prefer? Because it's like when CA came out with the DLC, did you want this guy or Frigibax or something? Or you like them both enough?
Oh, I like them both. Yeah.
Okay. I thought that you were like, man, I want the other one, like that.
Oh, yeah, I did. I think I did. Oh, I wanted more Unova Pokemon. I think I wanted more Unova Pokemon. I don't think there's enough Unova Pokemon in that game.
It's still coming out. Don't worry about it, even though that it was going really, really slowly in our progress because you want to get away from Pokemon for a bit. The bluish then Legend 2 unleash a frigid beam of ice energy that pierced through the rock slide. The bluish-white beam streaked toward Hydreigon, frosting the air in its wake, though the rocky cover provided by some protection against chilling assault. So does this mean that your Excalibur is immune to ice attacks?
Oh,
I think.
yeah, they're normal effective. They're not its weakness.
So that's good. You were like, I don't want to worry too much about it.
Yep.
Now use Dragon Dance.
I think are we here? I think we're here.
To launch his ice beam, Danny shouted double team, causing Legend 2 to maneuver, creating illusionary after images that blurred across the battlefield in a mesmerizing display of speed. The duplicates move in perfect synchronity. Okay, each mirage indistinguishable from the rest. Next, confusing Hydreigon and testing its ability to discern the real Pokemon from its illusions. Now use Dragon Dance and Outrage! Claudella's voice cut through the chaos, commanding Hydreigon to bolster its stats and unleash a ferocious barrage of attacks. Hey, you and your dance moves, Danny retorted with a grin. Legend 2, agility and outrage now! Danny's swift response mirrored Claudella's orders. The agility enhanced Legend 2's speed, helping it dash towards its outrage attack. With its outrage attack as it collided with Hydreigon in a frenzied brawl. The excitement in the stadium reached its peak as Legend 2 and Hydreigon poured their remaining strength and energy into a final devastating clash, their very forms pushing themselves to the limit. As the two Pokemon exchange blow after blow, the strain of intense confrontation weighed heavily on both trainers. The realization dawning on them that they had reached a critical juncture in the battle. So this is it then. Echoed the sheriff of Claudella and Danny. Claudella, I'm going to show you my most powerful move, a move you've never seen, Danny proclaimed, his voice resounding with unwavering resolve as he looked lock eyes with his opponent. Oh, what a coincidence, I was thinking just the same. Claudia responded, a sly grin on her face as she met Danny's gaze. Legend 2, Ultra Beam! Danny's command thunder through the gym, and the dragon-type Pokemon gathering its strength and to unleash a devastating display of power. At the same time, Claudia declared, try Hyper Beam! To Hydreigon to prepare the most potent attack. I think it only happens when you have three-headed dragons or something, right? Maybe. Is
Yeah.
it?
Well,
So
I just basically just made it a hyper beam from each of its heads.
for the coconut tree Pokemon in Alola though, because it has more heads, so probably it's going to be really strong with like seven-headed Hyper Beam or something.
Yeah, imagine that thing firing hyper beams from all of its heads.
I think I think you'd probably be like, holy Jesus, that is scary.
uh, both dragons gather energy, I guess is where you're at.
The dragon's got enormous energy in front of theirs. Oh god, not good. Uh, everyone we have to get back now. Stephen's urgent voice prompting a swift retreat as Talon swiftly whisked Alicia to safety, dashing back several rows of spectator seats in a frantic bid to avoid the impending catastrophe. With a blinding flash of light, the two colossal Pokemon launched their gigantic beams of energy. Sheer power of their attacks collided in a dazzling display that filled the gym with radiant brilliance. The intensity of the moment was overwhelming. The sheer force of beams caused the very air to explode with energy as the clash rent. The is it ranting? Is it
Yeah, rent.
ranting?
Yeah, rent.
Rent the battlefield asunder. Chunks of the floor and
Wait, chunks of the floor
floor
and um uh chunks of the floor
and ceiling or debris or something. I don't
and
know what you're going to say.
and okay, flew in all
It
directions.
flew in,
Yeah.
it flew in all direction. Yeah.
uh, this may have been a bad idea. Claudella murmured as she watched the cataclysmic. Can't fucking
Oh,
talk right
you
now.
now understand how I feel when I speak her name. I'm like, yeah.
Ugh, there's too much C and L's going on in this chapter. A collision unfold before her eyes. Yeah, not good, Danny said nervously as the sheer magnitude of the blast threatened to overwhelm them both. As the beams collided with earth-shattering impact, a massive explosion erupted at the center of the gem, sending shockwaves rippling through the air, blasting both Legend 2 and Hydreigon back with bone-rattling force, their forms colliding with the walls behind them. The battle reached its conclusion. you, you tried your best, girl. Thanks, Danny murmured softly, his hand gently caressing Legend 2's form, as respect and gratitude infused his words. That was an amazing fight. You did well, my friend, Claudilla whispered, her voice filled with affection as she hugged Hydreigon. Pretty sure no one won this one, Danny remarked as he laughed. Yes, I agree. This was a tie, Claudella said, not sounding disappointed, though. The two rivals met each other face to face. You were amazing, Danny. I had so much fun. Claudella smiled broadly at him. You were just as amazing. Your Pokemon team is super tough, Danny replied as he beamed at her. Sandy watched her daughter talking to Danny and smiled. Then she walked over to Danny. Danny, in honor of your skill, I present you with the quartet badge, she said happily. Wait, I didn't win. I didn't even fight the gym leader, he exclaimed, surprise evident in his voice as he looked at the quartet badge in disbelief. Are you kidding? Sandy's response was unwavering as she presented Danny with a badge. That was the most amazing battle my gym has ever seen. You earned this, so please take it. Her words resonated as with respect for Danny. I have all 8 Kanto badges now! Elite Four, here I come! Danny declared with unwavering resolve, his eyes alight with the promise of a new challenge. Triumphs ahead. Amidst the aftermath of the intense battles, surprising exchange at the quartet's badge, a moment of uncertainty crept in Claudella's expression. Flicker of hesitation as she addressed Danny. Hey, Danny, do you, want my Pokegear number? Claudella's voice carried hint of vulnerability. Huh?
Mhm.
Your number? Danny responded, his expression one of confusion. Well, I had a lot of fun today, and if you don't want to be friends. Claudella's voice trailed off, a tinge of sadness in her voice. She braced herself for rejection. What? I never said that. Let's be friends. Danny's response was immediate. His voice warm and reassuring as he took out his Pokegear. Gesture that sparked a bright smile on Claudella's face. Okay, now
But
it's my
but
turn,
why
Stephen.
but but why do I feel like it's kind of like Sandy was like, girl, you can just go on a journey with them. I think it would be more fun for you in a way.
Yeah. Whoa. Let's see. Where was I? Oh yeah. Okay, now it's my turn, Stephen interjected as he prepared to issue his challenge. Nope, the gym is closing for the night, Sandy declared, holding up her hand. What? Oh, come on! Stephen's protest fell on deaf ears as Sandy shook her head. It's super late, kid. But don't worry. Now that you've cleared all the challenges, you can battle me right away next time, Sandy reassured Stephen. Just as everything was becoming more calm, Polly's phone suddenly rang, breaking the peace. Answering the phone, Polly's expression shifted to one of shock and concern as she listened intently. Susan, what's up? It's pretty late, Polly said, grateful for her call regardless. Polly, listen. Team Rocket is after me. I can't. Susan's fear-filled voice was abruptly cut off, leaving a chilling silence in her wake as Polly's eyes widened in alarm. Danny! Susan's in danger! It's Team Rocket! Polly's urgent call caused Danny's smile to shift to anger. Oh, wait, Team Rocket? Where are you going? Sandy's concern hung in the air as Danny turned towards the exit. To the Pokemon Center. We're going to heal up our Pokemon and save our friend, Danny said, looking very serious. And that'll do it for today.
Yeah, we leave it in surprisingly in quite a cliffhanger like that.
Yep. So yeah, the rest of this is basically one giant battle against Team Rocket.
I guess that the person that was trying to date Susan never takes a hint because they are just friends and it's not boyfriend or girlfriend or something.
Doop. But yeah, Claudella was finally introduced, and I am super happy about that because I really liked writing for this character.
How does she look like, by the way? I don't think that you have a picture of her yet,
She's
right?
got okay. So I mentioned she's got black. I don't know if I ever decided on long or short hair. I feel like it would probably be short. I feel like she would have short hair. She's got, let's see, she's got the pink highlights. Not that I've ever really colored these characters. I usually just make them in line art. um, uh,
I mean,
sure.
like if you want to, we can have a day where it's like we are going to color all the stuff that we only have lineups in different ways like that.
Yeah. Let's see. How long was this? An hour? Dang. I felt like longer. Didn't that feel like longer?
Yeah, it sounds like I think that we are like how much did we read? And it's like wait, just an hour seriously? But yeah, my voice is kind of it's
But
like
yeah,
pretty
your
good. It
voice is
has to be
kind of
enough.
and honestly, that felt like way longer.
Is it because we are getting older and then we think it's like yeah, that's enough. I think that we've read like 2 hours or something. Wait, just an hour seriously?
Well, let's see. Next time. Next time is probably going to be longer. We're going to try to finish up this part, I think. I think we're going to try to finish up this part of the story.
Hey, yeah, do you think Claudela is going to join them on the journey or not really? She's just a one-off character.
Well, I really enjoyed writing for her, so I don't think she's going to be a one-off character.
She was like, Carrie, don't worry about it. We know we like Quinn and we like Cordelia, so don't worry about it. Spoke her name wrong
See.
again. Jeez.
Oh, there's yeah. Oh, we'll do that after the live stream ends. Okay, that's it, everybody. I don't think
Thanks
there's
for
anyone
coming to
watching us
listen
right
to
now,
us
but
reading stories.
I don't think there's anyone watching us right now. But just in case, that's it, everybody. We're gonna move on to something else, but that's the end of this live stream. So, see ya. Bye bye.
So